Hello everyone, Author 184 here, also known as Saint Killjoy, playing some more of the Banner Saga, and we gotta find out what's going on. Where is Juno? Hopefully Ivner's got some answers to that. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno? Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here or something has happened to her, are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream, or I don't know. You were pretty exhausted. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. What's it like to be a mender? How exactly does weaving work anyways? Why is Bellower still following us? I saw Grofheim as it burned. Ivan gets a faraway look in his eyes. The Sundar blew through it like a tempest. The Varl fell in the thousands. Most of the Sundar left the city and headed south. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to or heading toward Oberang. Bellower stayed in Grofheim just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Irontoft, I thought he must want to wipe the Varl off the map completely. But then he came after us. Maybe he knew Ivor was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. How exactly do you think this is the end of times? I don't know what to think. I wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escape the dredge, the serpent said a darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long that will take or what it means even. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. The Menders are in Oberang. If we can find ships and make it to the capital, we might have a chance. What's it like to be a Mender? How exactly does weaving work anyways? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. Boy, it makes me think of the Wheel of Time right there. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it really. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Boy, this makes me think of Robert Jordan. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns in the wood to help them remember the shapes of, like I said, hard to explain. What's it like to be a mender? Being a mender, I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. They knew very young that I would join the order. Aes Sedai! Aes Sedai! Born into it, you could say. My mother and father are both menders. The guild is for lots of people now, builders and healers. Do they all pull lightning out of the sky? No, that's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this, so we don't end up scaring people. You think about what you want to say. I won't take any more time. No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spend all day worrying about serpents or Sunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared, maybe, of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. Maybe. That does not answer the question, where is Juno? That's what I want to know. I saw Arcade, but I'm out. The heroes doesn't matter. No point in resting. Let's just get on with it. Rook, wait, please. Ivern begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving as though he'd be giving up Juno. I'm sure she'll catch up with us. She's not coming. Okay, just a little longer. You tell Ivan you'll stick it out a little longer, but you're not certain how long you're willing to wait yourself. Everyday loss becomes more precarious. Alright, so I guess I'm going to be using rest. A scuffle has broken out in front of the houses. Thief, shouts one of your people as a group of strangers flee from your camp. Oddleaf is already running their direction. They took our supplies, you hear from nearby. Chase thieves, try to talk it out to locals. Tell the caravan to get ready to leave immediately. Ignore the theft and protect the caravan. Chase the thieves. Come on, you shout, and several join you in the chase. You wander onto a beach where some men have been waiting for you. Some terse words are exchanged about whether anything had been stolen or not. You don't see who draws the first weapon, but it ends the conversation dead. Alright, so while we're waiting for Juno, there's a battle. Alright, and yep, that's everybody I want to take, so ready for battle. I am. Let's do this thing. Let's do it. Keep on keeping on, baby. And I'm surrounded. Of course I'm surrounded. Why wouldn't I be surrounded? I'm always surrounded. Alright. Come here for a second. Oddly, if you come here too. I need to get set up here. We're gonna set you down there. Yeah, you're gonna come over here. Rook, you're gonna come over here too. I'm gonna bring her in tow. Adette's gonna come here. And Oddleaf is gonna come here too. Alright, so we're gonna try to take out the bottom and then worry about the top. We'll see how this works out for me. I've been doing fairly good on these setups, I think, so I'm not too worried. Well, let's just go ahead and do 4 damage. That archer's gonna run at it, huh? Going for a dead, are you? Well, Travani's got something to say about that, sweetheart. 4-7! Travani! And I gave him that thing when he gets his three willpower back per kill. Yeah, baby. So glad I gave him that. You know what? Do I have to move? No, I don't have to move. So let's just attack. Oh, we can kill her outright. Let's do that. Another person bites dust. Where should Oddleaf go? Yeah, let's bring her here. Oh, no. Let's work on his armor. Alright, I've got to get a kill with her. Have to. It's like law. Alright, he's got 2 health. Come on, do it, sweetheart. Oh yeah, there's her trophy. I knew there'd be a trophy for her. There it is. Let's go after the archer, why not? One-armed diver. Even with 1 arm, he's lethal. Well, heck, if we're going to do that much damage, just go outright. Oh, Adette. Good job for resisting, Adette. Way to go. Okay. Come here. Finish her off. Well, at least I got her kill in before she fell. That's all I gotta say about that. I hate those guys. I hate them more than mayonnaise. You know how much I hate mayonnaise. Alright, Ivor, get in here. I need you, bud. Yeah, just do damage straight out. Alright. Travani, let's do it. Oh man. Okay, let's look at Impale real quick. I've never used Impale. Let's just use it once. Oh, I gotta get closer for Impale, okay. Never used it before, but I thought, you know, why not? Why not indeed? Oh yeah, he's done. Alright, the girls are safe for now. Ivor's taking some punishment. Oh, Ivor's down. Ivor's down. Not good. Deflected. Oh, I hate this flail, guys. Oh, Oddleaf's down. No. Golly, man. We gotta get to pillage mode. Pillage mode! Oh, wow, that just took that like a champ. Gonna bring Ivor down here to kind of help. Oh no! Leave her alone! You scoundrel! Ah, deflected. Oh, come on. Booyah! The foes lying dead at your feet would regret. Whatever. This is my United States of whatever. This is my United States of whatever. The States of whatever. Alright. The thieves scatter pretty quickly when you start laying into them, but when you return to the caravan, you discover why. Even more supplies have gone missing since you rushed out to fight. Oh my gosh. Leave my supplies alone, you jerks. Is there any supplies at the market? There is. Let's just go ahead and... I'm going to buy my supplies back from you thieving jerks. Alright, let's rest again. A random assortment of people from the caravan confront you. Listen, says one. We don't feel safe here. I don't know anything about menders or whatever, but we're going to leave and I hope you'll join us. Looks like a couple dozen people, farmers and fighters alike, feel the same way. Wish them well, encourage them to stay, refuse to let them leave, join them and get ready to depart. Encourage them to stay. They make it very clear they're not interested, not interested in discussing the issue, shaking their heads and setting out. Without the rest of the caravan ready to go, there's little you can do to stop them. You hope they make it and that you haven't made a mistake yourself. Minus 44 clansmen, 28 flyers, 6 brawl. Golly, this is just killing me. I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing. I'm trusting in a vision. You kidding me? That's it? Nothing happened? Alright, rest again. How many times do I gotta rest? Alright, dude. I mean, what the heck, man? If I hit leave, is he gonna say something, Rook? Wait, please. Ivan begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell. Not. She's not coming. Ivan looks out across the lake with a 1,000-mile stare. He says nothing. We've got problems, says Ivor. The whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that'll take. What do you think? Attempt to ford the river? Caulk the wagons and float across? Pay some locals to help? Detour around the flooding. Caulk the wagons and float across. You spend some time rigging the wagons to float on the water, sealing them with tree sap and whatever else you have on hand. The rest of the caravan finds anything they can float on, small boats or makeshift rafts. Some swim. With a deep breath, you set off from the bank. You do your best to float the various ragtag groups of the caravan across the muddy lake towards Borgsgard. Things quickly go bad between rafts pulling apart and people tipping into the murky water of the lake. Eventually you gather everyone up, but you've lost precious time and supplies to the bog. Jeez. Where is Juno? I waited so many days. I've got 1 day of supplies. Really? Really? Alright, well now people start to starve. Boy, this chapter 6 has kicked my butt, man. I made all the wrong decisions. Harsh words from one mother to another draw the attention of the entire caravan. My daughter marries Ragni or no one. That reed-thin tramp you call a daughter won't provide sons. Insult a mother, bares her teeth, ready to attack. The argument play out on its own. Worry on marriage another time. Explain yourselves. Ragni chooses my daughter on his own. The insulted mother says, but this one thinks I have something to do with it. Launching forward, the first woman flails wildly, shouting, "Liar!" The women are separated and eventually calm down, but you worry that this is far from over. Good God. We've got no food, and you're fighting over who's going to marry the next person to die. I mean, come on. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Anna pulls you aside. I have a couple concerns I wanted to speak to you about, he says in private. You find a quiet place to talk? Okay. What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? Who are you worried about? The group decides, not just me. We have picked up quite a few. I've been watching folks since I joined you, your companions from Skogar, that are loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they'd die to protect you. I suppose I'd do the same. What about the Varl? You don't even know half those warriors. You're telling me they have no problem following a man's orders now? After everything that happened at Irontoft? They joined us voluntarily, and I trust Ivor to handle it. If they're willing to fight, it's worth the risk. I trust Ivor to handle it. He's fearless, I'll give you that. But look at him, he's run ragged. He can't be there all the time. What happens the first time the Varl don't want to do what you tell them? If Krumar gave the word, I guarantee at least half would follow. Let's be honest. They could take this caravan by force any time if they wanted to. You may have a point. What do you suggest? I've got no choice but to trust them. Gotta disagree with that, Rook. We've always have a choice. They're not the biggest problem, no. There's a mender with us. A mender who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lucked out with when his mentor didn't show up in Sturgolm. Ivan's just the apprentice. What in the depths is his master capable of? Think about it, Rick. What do you really know about Ivan? I heard they were found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. Then an enormous serpent shows up at Ironoft after tearing the world in half, takes one look at Ivan and bolts. Suddenly they need our help instead of the Mender Council. How does that make any damn sense? You make some valid points. You might be distorting what happened. Ivan could have taken control long before now. Shrewd man with ambitions can be very patient. I'm grateful for what you've done to get us this far, Rook, but it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak, nothing personal. Suddenly you gasp for air when you look down. Onif is holding a knife very deep in your ribs. Great. That's just fabulous. Boy, Chapter 6 is just going swimmingly. Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle, and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onif's fighters from Phosphor leap into action, cutting people down. As Oddleaf turns to fire on the men, Onif runs her through and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. She drops like a sack of flour. Onif heads straight for Alette, who freezes in unbridled terror. You rise to your feet through the pain. Oddleaf is dead. Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onif clutches Alette's wrist amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside, and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. Dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view, as fearsome as you've ever seen him. What in the world just happened? Oh man, Chapter 6. Oh, what are you doing to me, Chapter 6? Oh, no. Oh. Oh, okay, what are you? You are a war leader. Oh my god, you're level 1 too. Oh! Oh, no, this is bad. This is so bad. This is so very bad. God, the Mender or F... Oh, man. Level 1s. Jeez. He doesn't even have an item. Jeez. Oh, man, what has happened? Oh, God, Chapter 6. Chapter 6, what have you done to me? Ready for battle. I'm getting ready for battle. Oh. Alright, I'm going to stop the stream. I'm going to take a break. Wow. I'll be back in like 10, 15 minutes. I just gotta walk away for a second. Alright, see you soon.